I was supposed to franchise a few years back, but I held it because my gut wasn't there. I tell people all the time, I choose my gut over my heart and over my mind because my gut ain't gonna lie to me. So I waited till it was my time. Now, when I'm saying all these people acquiring, whether it's Instagram or filling out applications about franchises, of course, every day is in my mind. Like I could have this many locations, I could be doing this, but you also can grow too fast and destroy everything you worked on too. And I'm not trying to do that. Like if y'all notice, I never put out my evaluation. And my evaluation is crazy, but I don't want the world to look at that right now. I want you to see what I'm doing. I can, change a whole lot of minds by, let my PR pin out my evaluation and get a whole bunch of more opportunities that way. But that ain't the way I'm doing it.
Mhm.
They gonna see me do it in a way where it took me a little time to do it, but I'm gonna do it the right way and I'm gonna climb through all the obstacles that I need to climb through so I could be here in the long run. I ain't looking at no front end. I just said this in another podcast. Like when it come to deals, a lot of deals, I don't chase the front end money. I want the back end. I don't want to be the guy that say I built a $1 billion company and where's my money at in the end. You signed to that front end money. That's your money. And for me, I'm chasing ownership and I'm chasing the back end because the front end don't last.
So, all right, talk about the franchise situation. Can you walk us through that? When did you decide that you wanted the franchise, and what was the steps to actually get that up and running?
The steps took me honestly about a year and a half. Getting the FDD together. That's the franchise disclosure document. For those who don't know,
That's like the pamphlet.
yeah, that's the whole like brains of what you signing up to, and the most important thing that I've learned, in the FDD, one of the most important things was the item 19, and that's your financials. That's everything that you got going on. That's what people gonna look at when they want to buy into a franchise. Excuse me, and I feel real strong about that, because I took the time and with my team and we worked out all of the stuff that we need to get out the kinks to make sure that our bottom lines is good, our top lines is good. I just broke the news on CNBC and I put out my downtown net locations. That was net. That wasn't gross sales. That was just net.
You can say the number, man. We saw it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That 2.3.
Yeah. Net on one of them.
Yeah.
So, that was just my low flex. Like, stop playing with me. But but like this the thing though. I wanted people to understand, like, they see me grinding, but now they see me showing. It's a difference if you out here chasing every day and nobody see you actually elevating the chase. Like every time I look at y'all, look at somebody in our category, we got like this class going on how I look at it, right? And how I look at this class, like when I see, Troy and Rashad, or I see Pinky, or I see Milano, or I see anybody else that's doing what we doing, it's somebody else talking about another level they getting to, and that's what turns me on from it. I don't care about the money aspect. We all can make money, but how can you get the opportunity to change lives? How many people you putting on through those opportunities? And that's what I care about.
So, you is it open for like people can
Oh
open a
yeah,
franchise
y'all
now?
going? When y'all want one? I gotta get it together.
All right, let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this, man. All right, so if somebody wants it, what's the process? Number one, we have to have the capital. We got to go.
Yeah, so you got the financials, and then once you got the financials, you fill out the paperwork. It goes over to my broker. My broker sets up a day where you come down, you see the facilities, and then I get the last call. I get to sit down with you and I feel the energy. I told Pinky this is gonna be a fun ride because, it ain't just like, I'm married, so I believe in the decisions she make also. So when we sit down and we have dinner with these people and I fill them out and she fill them out, I feel like that's a blessing for me because I ain't just making a decision by myself. I got somebody else beside me that, they can give me good insight on it. But moral to the story is once they pass all the procedures they need to pass, I get to sit with them and see if I want to move forward.
So, that's a good point. You got, obviously, you're married. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
We've seen her brand grow and
Yeah.
move to locations. Do you use that as a metric to see if the location is suitable for your brand as well? So like when you move to Charlotte, there might be a Saudi vegan that's there. That tells me that there's a community here that needs this type of
That's
brand.
what we do though. Honestly, we use each other like guinea pigs. We do. Like right now, franchising. Who
Right.
knows? She might be franchising. Who knows? It don't. But sometimes we might take the jump first and then we fill it out. Like she went out of state before I went out of state, so I already knew the things that I gotta work on out of state before I go out of state.
You're watching it happen.
Yeah, because I watch it happen. But again, you know, even though like if it's a Slutty Vegan or it's a Big Dave's, no matter who open them, we in a situation together. So it's like when we climbing through these openings, it's just like, you know, as if I'm opening another location or it's things that I gotta kink out and I say, oh, you know what? I gotta do that differently because in my brand that's not gonna work because it's two different brands. But the good thing that we able to piggyback off each other with is that we got the traffic. We can look at the numbers and we can you know look at each other's sales and say, okay, you down or you up? And if we both are down, we know it's the market. If we both up, it's never you up, you down. Like, and that's the good thing with us is that the demographics that we have strong customers. Like, you know, the market right now is terrible in the restaurants, just not the restaurants all the way around. And I'm doing better than a lot of the market, if not 90% of it.
What allows you to do better? Is it how you're pricing? Is it, you know, how you're looking at the bottom line? Like, what allows you to stay ahead of not the competitors but the industry?
To be honest, I think right now it got to have some attachment to it. It got to be tangible. So again, my story, I feel like, you know, a lot of people been paying attention to so long. But the one thing I think that really helps me out a lot is that when the economy crashed, when COVID hit, everybody, they try to figure out what they was going to do. Some of them ran off on their employees. Some businesses closed. I stood up. It's just like if somebody telling you something and you like, I'm going to be there. I'm going to do what I need to do. And then it happened, you don't be there. I was there. I was feeding customers. I fed over 1,000 customers that week of the pandemic, fed over 40 hospitals that month. We don't even know what COVID is at the time. I'm walking in the hospital, you know, facilities just like the doctors and the nurses is, feeding them. And I think I showed the community so much of my philanthropy, my community involvement, my give back, or what I cared about. I think that now shows the people that they want me here for the long haul. They respect it, they honor it, they see what I stand for, and they keeping me here along the way. And it's only a blessing for me because honestly, sometimes I could be talking to a restaurant guy, and they might tell me, man, you know, I'm down. It's the worst time of the year for me. I don't know how I'm gonna survive. And I'm opening locations left and right. So it's like, you know, I can't, you know, cope and say I know how that feel because I'm in a different space right now. But I can tell you what I know how I feel is trying to get there.